When did you decide that you want to start a Kingfisher Airline?
The 2002, 2003.
And you just, okay, so here's the story. Hear me out. What I have
Yeah.
gathered from reading about it is one day, out of blue, you go to an AGM or like just a board meeting, I think, not AGM. It was a board meeting where you announced that on my son's birthday, we are going to launch Kingfisher Airlines. Your CFO was not happy about it, but you still pursued and you want to do it. This was this is what is reported. What was the reality? Tell me the truth.
The truth is, the Damania brothers from Bombay, who previously had Damania Airlines, came and made a presentation to my CFO, Ravi Narungadi, saying the time is ripe to start an airline now.
Okay.
Ravi Narungadi had discussions with them, came to me and said, "Would you like to look at this proposal?" I said, "Yes." We looked at it, and finally we decided, yes, it is opportune, so let's go for it.
Okay.
That's how the idea of an airline was born.
And then you didn't take anyone in confidence. You would just, hey, out of nowhere, I think we are in alcohol business. Now we want an airline business.
No, there's nothing wrong in diversification. The UB group has had a history even during my father's time of operating food processing companies, petrochemical companies, electromechanical companies. So, I mean, diversity was nothing new to us.
So your initial plan to launch an airline was 7th May 2005, but you ended up launching on 9th May 2005, right? And
This
then
whole business of launch on son's birthday as a birthday gift and all is complete baloney. All right? I think my son would be embarrassed, and I would be equally embarrassed to say I'm starting an airline. All right,
as an 18th birthday gift.
Complete nonsense. All right, but okay. Once again, media narratives are best ignored. A full-blown professional management team was in position before the airline even started, before the first plane arrived. Okay, the CEO and the director of engineering were both hired from the US. Okay. And the airline was launched. There's a lot of narrative about Kingfisher Airlines. There's a lot of narrative about mismanagement. A lot of narrative about the Deccan acquisition. All sorts of things.
Let's pick one by one.
Yeah.
What was the first vision of Kingfisher Airlines when you were starting in 2005?
To produce the best flying experience that India had ever seen.
Make it a premium experience?
Totally a premium experience, number one, in terms of passenger comfort, safety. Number two, to connect places in India that had never ever been connected before. And that it was a really serious part of the growing infrastructural needs of the country.
But I was watching one documentary about you, and I think the person who you got to lead was Alex.
Yeah, Wilcox.
Yeah. So Alex said that you convinced him that you want to build a low-cost carrier, but it was not like that. And in your own words, if you're giving a vision that I want to build a premium experience, why did you get a CEO or like a president? I don't know what was his position, but somebody to lead by telling him that you want to build a low-cost carrier?
That is your own misinformation.
He said it somewhere. I'm just quoting him.
Fair enough. I haven't seen it, but I'll respond. Kingfisher Airlines started off as a single class airline, low cost, but with a difference. It had in-flight entertainment and it offered meals. Everything else that's applicable to a low-cost airline was applied to Kingfisher as well. Commonality of fleet, commonality of training, the whole lot. I mean, there's a whole set of rules. What is a low-cost carrier? What is a full-service carrier? Right? And that even descends down to intricacies such as the type of reservation system, flight planning system you use, and all the rest of it. So Kingfisher had all the low-cost attributes. Okay, the only product plus was in-flight entertainment for the first time ever in India and good food. So to me, the logic from my marketing experience was Indians love entertainment, therefore the in-flight entertainment system, and Indians love food. So good food, right? And then, of course, okay, service quality, whether you're a low cost or a full service, I mean, you'd like a nice, well-trained, polite set of crew. And we spent a lot of time and energy on that. Then, when we saw the market evolve, we added Kingfisher First, which is basically the business class. Why? Because the market demanded that on certain routes, right? There's certain people who would not fly Kingfisher because we didn't have a front cabin or a business class, who would always fly jet. Okay, because jet had a two class, a business class and an economy class, right? And now, just to prove my point, Indigo is often referred to as the most successful low-cost carrier in the world, and certainly the largest low-cost carrier in India. What's Indigo doing now? Installing a business class, right? Yeah? So it's not such a dumb idea. Right?
थैंक यू सो मच ये क्लिप एंड तक देखने के लिए. अगर आपको और भी ऐसी क्लिप्स देखनी है तो राज शमानी क्लिप्स चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए.